I'm from Australia, Western Sydney specifically. My name is Bridie and I'm on the softball team. I'm a pitcher. I started playing softball because down the street was a softball field and my family just happened to walk by it and signed up that way. The feeling around softball is very different here. I'd say it's a very popular sport. Everyone knows softball. Everyone's really familiar with the college system. In Australia, it's a sport people play, but it's not your everyday sport. I wanted somewhere that had zoology, which is what I'm studying. I also wanted to go somewhere where it snowed because that's something I don't experience at home a whole lot. The first time I arrived to Ball State was moving into the dorms. There was no visit on campus, just virtual visits, and I think that really was a big step, but it was worth it. I wish I'd be composed and have fun. I feel like my best softball is when I'm kind of not laughing, but giggling, got a little pep in my step.
So being on the pitching staff, me and Bridie obviously spend a lot of time together, and I can say that she is one of the most bubbly people that I've met. Her personality is very infectious.
She's always cracking jokes. She's always making an American accent and making fun of us, but we're not allowed to do an Australian accent. But just being there and being with Bridie every day, she's such a mood lightener.
So it was about the first week back in the spring. It was a Sunday and we're doing a scrimmage. And of course we're back into it, wanting to get really hit the ground running and everything. And I was pitching and I don't know, something just happened with my knee. I just felt something that was so wrong. And I just kept pitching. I was like, it's fine. And then slowly it kind of unraveled and turned out that I had some tears in my meniscus. Then I went under and I woke up and I was in a brace, and yeah, that was a really hard moment for sure. Sorry. I was out for the whole season, and then so what that looked like was I had surgery. I had it here in America. My family weren't able to come, which we thought it was going to be a quicker recovery, so it wasn't really that big. I didn't want them to come all the way, and then it was just a quick, fix. I went home for the break. I was able to go to a physio 2-3 times a week. Just completed that rehab on my own as well. It was a long process, and then slowly translating the weightlifting and running and those components into then transitioning to softball movements. That feeling of being injured and then coming back, and then the feeling of being back, and because I think it's definitely the first month into it, it's just everything's exciting, you're back, and it feels so good to be out there playing with everyone and just being back. And then you kind of get into now I'm back, and now I've got to this stage, I've completed this chapter, now where do I go from here? I've made some really great friends, especially freshman year in the dorms. Of course, you have those great memories of going to the dining halls every night, chatting at dinner, building snowmen outside your window, things like that. And then throughout the years, I've made these bonds with people that I've been in their wedding, a bridesmaid, and that's kind of crazy. And then seeing all the Ball State softball players at the wedding, and just things like that is so special. Really a family created. I think definitely just the desire to play and verse people and just see what I can do. I feel it's been a minute since I've got to play during season and conference and that, and just see what I can bring to the table to help with the team. And I think we've got a really great pitching staff. We've got so many different arms this year, and it's going to be really exciting to see what we've got.